one of you today
Counting
has to do it.
potatoes?
Counting, not potatoes. But we're going to keep practicing our counting. Okay? So I'm going to read this funny story
About potatoes?
about potatoes. Okay. Crisscross applesauce. Hey.
Potatoes. Potatoes. Rotten potatoes?
Voices should be off. Okay. This is called One Potato, Two Potato. No. And the author is Todd H. Doodler. What's the author do?
Write the words.
I love the way that Brinley raised her hand quietly. Brinley, what's the author do?
Write the words.
Writes the words. And author also begins with what letter that we're learning about? A. Very good. Mr. Potato was having a party. His friends were all invited. He set a festive table. Mr. Potato was excited. One potato in the house, then 2, 3, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, knocked at Mr. Potato's door. 7 potato, 8 potato, 9 potato, 10, 11 potato, 12 potato. Hey, how have you been?
And Mr. Potato.
The party had just started. Mr. Potato was having fun. Ice cream, candy, cookies, and birthday cake for everyone. Ding dong. But then 13 potato, 14 potato, 15 potato, 16, 17, 18 potato. What was Mr. Potato thinking?
Whoa, he has a lot of friends.
Look at all those friends he has.
18 potatoes?
19 potato, 20 potato. There was room for no more. 20 potatoes were stacked from the ceiling all the way to the floor.
Whoa. They should put them on.
Raise your hand. What do you think might happen to all these potatoes? Kinley, what do you think?
They will all fall.
They will all fall down. Oh man, I don't know. Let's see. Mr. Potato looked around. All his friends had come, but Mr. Potato hadn't counted before inviting everyone. Everyone stood still. No one could budge. Suddenly came a slight move, and then a forceful nudge. One potato elbowed, another potato pushed. Soon, all the potatoes
Fell down.
were smushed. Now what are they? Mashed potatoes.
I knew it.
You knew it? But now that they were mashed potatoes, the party could resume. The potatoes had a ball with much, much more party room.
Hey.
So look, they're little mashed potatoes now.
That's Mr. Potato.
Mr. Potato was relieved when the party ended soon. Then 19 potatoes slid out of the room. See, they're just sliding around because they don't have legs. One potato is happy. You can never have too many friends. But Mr. Potato will be careful before he invites them all back again.
Whoa. That's a lot. That's Mr. Potato?
That's Mr. Potato. So who remembers how many potato friends did Mr. Potato invite to his house? Who remembers?
I like it.
Jade, how many potatoes? 20 potatoes. Oh my. Okay. So, now it's time for our activity. But we have directions and rules that we have to follow during this activity, or you won't be able to play and do this activity with us. Okay? Okay, so as you walked in, some of you noticed that we had these color words on the floor, all over the floor. Okay?
Even in this spot?
Not in that spot, because I haven't put them there yet, because then you're going to sit on them. Yep, so there's these color words all over the floor. And on your desk, each of you have a different color of, what shape is this?
Blue.
What shape is this? Rectangle. So you have different color of rectangles on your desk. Okay? So each of you is going to have one of these. And there's number words on the cards. Okay? Have any of you ever played like musical chairs? Kind of?
Yeah.
We're kind of going to be doing that, kind of not. Okay. Okay? So, no, but instead of having chairs, we're just going to be walking and finding the color
I never played it.
of the word on the ground. Okay, so let's say that I have a blue square at my desk. When the music starts, you're going to do whatever I say. So if I say tiptoe and find your color word, you're going to tiptoe with your square, no voices, tiptoe, and find the word B-L-U-E, blue.
Blue.
Okay, so if I say hop to your color word, you're going to hop. Okay, but while you're standing at your desk, the music is going to be playing. But you're going to be counting in your head. But you're going to be counting in your head and waiting for that music to stop. When the music stops, I'll say, tiptoe to your color word. So when the music stops, that's when you go to your color word. But while we're standing at our desks thinking, where's my color word going to be? You're going to be counting to 20 in your head, because that's how many potatoes that Mr. Potato Head invited to his party.
Whoa.
So you're going to be counting 1, 2, 3 in your head, not out loud, until the music stops. And when the music stops, that's when you'll go. Okay? And then once we get there, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Okay? So we'll do a practice round first so that we all know what we're doing. Right, Kayla? Okay. So once you get to your desks, I want you to pick up your color and stand quietly behind your chair and wait for instructions. Okay? So, I would like the blue and the purple table to quietly walk back to your seats. And I would like the green and the orange table to quietly go back to your seats. Well, that's not being very quiet. Hey, stand up. Everybody stand up. Push your chair in. Stand behind your chair. Okay, so I'm going to start playing the song. And while that song's playing, you're going to hold your cards nicely. Hold your cards nicely. We don't need to be fanning each other. Hold your cards, and you're going to be counting in your head to 20, because that's how many friends Mr. Potato Head had at his party. So you're going to be counting, and when the music stops, I'll tell you the instructions of what to do. So you know when you have your card, music stops, I'll say, tiptoe to your color word. So you're going to have to look around all the room and find your color word that goes with your color. Okay? And you're going to just stand by that color. Okay? Not now, but when the music stops. The color that it says. So Jade, what color does Jade have? Yellow. So Jade is going to look for the number word yellow. And then she's going to stand and wait quietly.
And it's right there.
Okay? And there's more than one color word on the floor. So there's going to be 2 blue color words, 2 yellow. They're all over. Okay, and we all don't need to be going to the same spot. So all the blues don't need to stay in all one blue. They can find another blue. Okay, so let's hold our cards nicely. The music's going to start, and I want you to quietly be counting in your head until that music stops. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we should be counting in our heads. Stand by your desk. We're just thinking about counting. We're counting in our heads. I want you to tiptoe quietly and find your number card or your color card, not your number, everything color. Tiptoe. And you're going to leave your number card on the ground. Ryan, leave your number card. Leave your number card once you find a yellow.
Just stand up.
Just stand by your number or your color, not your number. Stand by your color card. You can have more than one person.
There's none for everyone, so you need to look.
Okay. Okay, Gavin, where's yours? I took yours. Well, what was I thinking? Here you go. Okay, go find your BLUE.
You can do by us.
Did you find yours? What color is that?
You just need.
Yeah, we have to share. We're going to be counting and saying how many are in each group. Yeah, you can have more than 2 people in one group. So what color do you have? Good. Okay, class. Did everyone find their color? Great job. Okay, my turn. Okay, now that we each are in a group, I'm going to have Caleb, since he's a helper today, he's going to count and tell us how many people are in his group. So let's count your friends in your group and tell us how many we have. 3. So we have 3 people. And what color do you have? 3 people in the red group up here. We're listening. Peyton and Emma, we are listening. Girls.
Peyton, do you need to go sit down at your desk and
Okay.
and listen?
Okay. Okay. Shh. Okay. Now we're at what colors up here? Does your group want to share? Okay, Brian. What color do you have?
1, 2, 3.
3. And did you see how Brian was pointing and counting as he was counting his friends? So tell us again. How many in your blue group?
3.
3. 3 in this blue group and 3 in this red group. Okay. Moving over here. Oh, Kason. What color do you have?
Green.
Green. And how many people are in your group?
1.
1 person in this group. Okay, good job, Kason. Oh, look how many we have in this group. Emma and Peyton. I'm not going to ask you again. You're going to have to sit down. Okay, it's your friend's turn. Okay, yellow group. Jade, can you point and count at your friends and tell us how many friends are in your group?
2, 3, 4.
4.
Okay.
4 yellows. Okay, back here. What's this group's color? The red group. This specific lesson involved student engagement. So when planning my lesson, I wanted to incorporate an activity where the students are up moving out of their seats and involve more of the kinesthetic learning. And so I decided to have them do a little activity where they each had their own square color card, and they were to find the color word
that was located around the room. I felt like that part of the lesson went well. The kids did a great job of being able to find that color word and wait in that group. One thing that I think I could have changed is while the music was playing, instead of having them counting, I could have had them moving around the room just to get more movement. I could have had them, I thought it was a good idea that I had them counting while they were at the desks, but they also could have been roaming the room, counting, trying to find that card. And once that music stopped, they could have, quietly tiptoed and found their color word. So I feel like that I could have changed. That would have involved more movement. Also, I feel that some of the students were tending to get off task. The first time that we did it, the students seemed to do a better job because they were just getting to know what the activity was. Once we did it another time, the students seemed to get bored with waiting on their turn to share. So I feel that during that wait time, I could have maybe had them do a different activity. So they could have done an activity as a whole group, collaborating with one another, doing a counting activity, because I feel that the focus was counting. However, I feel it kind of got off that focus and aimed toward just the finding that color word. So I feel that having an activity that they could have done as a group, and then I could have pulled sticks and then had that group share that specific task that they had to do, and then the next go around they would be completing a different task with a different group. So I feel that maybe could have helped with the students who were tending to get off task and who seemed to get bored quickly with that activity. So by switching that around, that could have helped with student behavior because they were doing work and they weren't just standing around waiting for their turn. It is important that they did wait their turn and that they were listening to their classmates talk. However, after watching the video, I saw that some of them were not listening to their classmates talk, and that I needed to have more control on that they were listening, because when they're talking, they of course would want their friends to be listening to them. So I could have thought of doing another activity and maybe have the group come together as a whole to share ideas. I don't know, I just feel like the way I had it planned out did not work as well as I had hoped. So just by changing little things like that could have made my lesson just a little bit better. I feel like it was a good idea. I just didn't put it together as well as I would like. I did feel that the students liked getting the opportunity to get up and move out of their seats, because for a lot of lessons, they are doing hands-on activities and collaborating with their table groups. However, they are at their desks. So I felt that getting them up and getting them moving out of their seats was a great idea for this specific lesson. So overall, I feel the lesson went well. There definitely could have been some changes to make the lesson go smoother, and those few changes could have helped with students staying on task and getting what I wanted them to get out of the lesson. So I felt that the students were engaged in the lesson, and there was just a few things that in future lessons that I definitely would need to change.